Good morning, everyone. I am Mona Salvi, and I lead product management for global workforce security in a large financial software organization. As part of this exercise, I intended to achieve a single objective, which was creating my personal brand in the organization and be respected by teams within my organization as well as my partner organizations, such as various other business units and functional groups that I work with. In order to achieve this objective, I worked on five key things as criteria towards measuring success. One was to write material such as blogs or six pagers for key topics of interest and that are aligned with my organization's big bets or key initiatives. Hold stakeholder meetings at the executive level to walk through the six pager that I would create and receive alignment and or contribution from the various BU security leaders who would understand the in-depth expertise that I have around this subject and how I can work in collaboration and not in isolation for key security initiatives. The second area that I focused on was to build um, strong relationships with key influential leaders that could be that could have a vested interest in in my growth within the organization. These are leaders that share common interests within security, but could be within other business units and at some point in time as their organization evolves they see value for the brand that I bring to my team currently and how I could fit within their organization as over course of time. The way I interacted with these influential leaders was not just over Zoom or Blue Jeans or some virtual FaceTime application, but it was in person. So I would reach out to their exec admins, and I would ensure that I get a chance to meet with them as they visit the location that I am based out of, and make it a meeting over coffee or a 30-minute conversation, but make sure that my intent was to make sure that they understand my interest to grow within the organization, what I can bring to their teams, and the value that I bring with the role of product management. Fourth, I also offered my manager to represent security, to represent our team at large conferences such as the Women's Grace Hopper Conference or the world's largest security conference, which is the RSA, um, and submit topics or abstracts for approval um, to present on certain key security topics. Speaking at these large conferences showcases my ambition and my passion to grow, but it also shows again the uniqueness around my communication, my ability to craft compelling messages to mass audiences in the scale of large conferences where security evangelists from all over the world attend to these Grace Hopper or the RSA conferences. And it packages my domain expertise, my communication skills, and it also goes ahead and presents my passion and ambition to do more and represent my team and my organization. And lastly, but not the least, I also went ahead and started investing my time and effort in working on the side in working on the sideline in um, mentoring new individuals, not just within my team, but folks that reach out and are settling in the role of product management and have questions around overall organization or security or just the various personas and the roles as they fit in within the organization. I make sure I understand the context because I'm very confident that as you go ahead and spread the knowledge and build the brand of product management through these mentorship, there are highly likely chances that the word goes up the chain to the senior management of how I am enabling them indirectly and influencing and also helping motivate them to deliver their best in teams outside of which I have direct control. So through these five areas of five criteria that I have used for measurement of my success. Again, to just summarize, these were drafting materials like blogs or six pagers that showcase my domain expertise, having one-on-one meetings with key influential leaders that help me navigate my way and invest in my growth in the organization. um, Thirdly, talking at large women's conferences or security conferences, um, and be the face of my team and of my organization in these conferences. Um, mentorship of various individuals within my team and outside, um, to ensure that they are invested and they continue to build the brand of product management and um, uh, enable me to showcase the value of product management within my team as well as outside, and spread that knowledge of how critical this role is to the organization. And last but not the least, presenting in offsites, and getting that opportunity to present not just within my team, but in various offsites where other leaders would be present and go ahead and discuss bring awareness about what our team brings to the organization. So these were the various areas that got me in touch with various influential executives and stakeholders within my team as well as outside of my organization. Um, and I use these tactics as part of the 8 week building 8 week doing power course in order to achieve my objective of building my personal brand and be well respected within the community in my organization. What happened? So, as I was doing all of this and as I was connecting with various influential leaders and presenting at offsites, on a routine basis, it became very clear that authenticity is very well respected and it's very contagious. I was very authentic in what I wanted to do. I was very vulnerable in the areas that I needed to continue to grow, and passionate in what I wanted to bring to the organization in terms of the value. And many leaders saw that, and so much so that there was one leader right after the offsite that I presented at. The offsite comprised of about 45 individuals. About five to six of them were leaders and at the EVP or the C level. And right after that offside, one of the leader pinged me asking if I would be interested in um, working for his team, or if I was looking to if I had time to connect with him on a one-on-one basis for some thoughts that or pain points that his team was facing and that he wanted to run by me. Um, I connected with him afterwards for a couple of times now to understand the pain points that he was trying to solve. He saw the value and he saw what expertise I can bring to his team, so much so that he was willing to offer a chief of staff role. He is willing to offer a chief of staff role for me in his organization, and the conversation hasn't come to closure yet. We are still talking and trying to figure out the specifics of the role there, which is all great news because hey, I mean, it started off with me wanting to build a personal brand. It started with me being well respected by various teams within the organization. Over the course of 8 weeks, I have been very diligent in doing all of the areas that I thought would be good criteria to measure my success, and just getting pinged by one of the leader was, I would say, definitely a huge accomplishment there. Whether I move forward with the role or not is another thing, but just getting pinged by a leader for a chief chief of staff role within the course of 8 weeks of doing this course. I mean, it's really amazing at how, changing your mindset, your attitude, being very focused on your objective, achieving those goals, and knowing what you need to do to achieve those goals. All of these, well packaged together, will absolutely help you get to where you need or where you would like to be. What I learned exactly what I learned was, again, through this course, by choosing the right battles. Like, initially I would get caught a lot in battling over small areas of who you know of outcomes within a project. And I think over time, what I really focused on was crafting compelling messages to the right audiences, presenting and appearing powerful, even if that particular day you're at your best, but remembering a time when you felt most powerful and confident, just reenacting that, even just acting that, would make you feel eventually that you are confident and assertive. And so choosing the right battles, networking with influential leaders, appearing powerful, getting noticed by presenting in workshops or in offsites on a routine basis, and also a little bit of trying to flatter your, whether it's your manager or somebody that you're trying to meet, on very precise and specific content, such as, if somebody, my manager has really great organization skills, and I would have never complimented him, but through this power course I actually went ahead and complimented him, and he ended up giving me tips. And I think I did a good job there by genuinely showing interest in how to do a good organization of my files and folder structure, or how I create things using Google Cloud or Google Docs, and within Google Drive, how can I go ahead and partition my data within various folders. Just all of this, flattering my manager. He felt great, and it was just a great meeting. We ended up on a very light and a good mood, and on a good note. So these are all the things that I otherwise wouldn't have done. And walking through all of these and help this, it just gets me closer to my objective, closer to my goal, and without feeling without feeling too sucked into the corporate politics of the organization. And if things are not being fair with me or getting caught in conflicts, doing power course is completely enabling me to think of things from a different perspective, all for the positive reasons. And I'm looking forward to continue to apply this on a routine basis. I'm pretty sure right now, I have to think twice, but over a course of 6 months, I'm looking forward to all of these learnings becoming and inculcated as a habit and as a personality, that I don't have to think twice about what I need to do in order to achieve my goal. So thank you once again, Stanford University, and I continue to look forward to applying these skills towards achieving my objectives. Thank you.